We have one case today. The other two cases will be I would do them in absentia, but I'm just going to handle them in another kangaroo court.
Yeah, this is the case of computer pilfering.
This is the case of computer pilfering. The accused is Mr. Howard. The plaintiff is Mr. McCormack. The lawyers in this case are Mr. Giggles and Mr. Chipper.
Mr. Chipper?
Chipper.
All righty. So,
AKA
you're representing Mr. Howard, so you might want to...
Let's talk.
You might want to talk to him about whatever he's being charged with.
I don't know. The less details I know might be...
Yes,
yeah,
that's
just...
probably the case. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have opening remarks by the defendant attorney. Well, I'm going to go by the plaintiff first because the defendant don't even know what he's being charged really with. So
Thank you.
We're going to go with the plaintiffs first, and then you can go ahead. All right, you're up.
Did they usually read the charges first?
I already read them. It doesn't matter. I made them up.
Sabotage in the workplace. Is the reason we're here today.
That's the charge.
That it's never a good day. No one ever wants to be in this position where they have to drag a coworker through the mud. But there has definitely been a crime committed.
I know you're busy.
To my. Who are you? Oh,
No. He's saying the crime.
There has been a crime.
Oh, you're the plaintiff. You're the. Wait, let me get the.
Hold on. You are a witness, maybe a potential witness.
Can you hold her in contempt?
I can.
Do you want to be silenced?
Oh, God.
I need the bailiff to take care.
A malicious and intentional crime has been committed to my client, Mr. Jim McCormack. And I will prove that through today's proceedings.
All right. Mr. Chipper.
Thank you for your time. I will have to admit that
Derrek,
we also believe...
I want to say one thing, that you probably got the best lawyer in the house. It may not work in your defense, but you do have the best lawyer. Just let you know.
So,
We,
pay by charges.
we believe that there has been a crime committed.
There is a payment coming.
What that crime is, we'll see.
God, are you taping this?
You know, we all work together here, and we all get along really well, and we all have different job duties. The defendant here in this case is new to IS, is involved in a process of learning a lot of things about IS, and I think that we'll find that some of the details are cloudy, that the crime may be that of being set up for a crime, or what's the word? Not espionage, but
Entrapment.
Entrapment.
There's no helping of these lawyers.
So we'll see how it goes. Thank you.
We have to use their own vocabulary to build their own case. Okay, so, all right, then we have opening remarks now. Mr. Giggles, you may call your first witness.
I would like to call Jim McCormack to the stand.
Jim McCormack, please come. Tyler, bailiff, come swear him in. Swear him in on the AP direct card.
Oh,
you got the information security policy.
Sure.
All right. Hold on, we need to put you in the chair.
Put him on the stand.
So Derrek can get the full body.
Now, Jim, could you please tell the court what it is that Derrek Howard has done to you?
Well, it appears that my computer had several malfunctions at different parts of the day over a period of days. I surfaced those suspicions as to what it might be. And it seems that Derrek Howard, maybe being one of the newest members, was not aware that there's a camera pointed directly to my computer. So we went back and researched video footage, and we came up with, shall we say, coincidence. Several times when Mr. Howard approached my computer, the screen went blank. So therefore the assumption was that while he was there, he may have turned it off or have committed other crimes that affected the running of the computer.
So you're saying that the defendant, Derrek Howard, went to your computer and physically altered something in the hardware?
It appears that he may have pulled loose certain cables that connected to devices such as hard drives and turned off the monitor at the same time.
Now, what information would lead you to believe that the defendant, Mr. Howard, has the knowledge and know-how to pull off such a feat?
Well, he has been receiving adequate computer training. He should therefore be able to perform such miracles, particularly while he only worked on about 900 hard drives while he was ghosting them and wiping them.
Seems logical. So you say we have video evidence?
Yes, we do.
If it pleases the court?
It pleases, please show your evidence.
There are two different videos at different times that we were able to capture on the absolute day.
And I must let you know that I have not seen this video. So
I haven't either.
So this is at 8, you'll note the time, 8:15 in the morning, before Jim is here. This is the defendant, Mr. Howard.
Oh no. I went the wrong way.
Good video, I like it.
do you want to object to say that? Do you take that as that being your client? Is that your client? Do you want to say that?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
So what am I doing?
Screen went dead.
Damn. Okay. So that's evidence A. What do we have any more evidence? That we
There are
can
actually
show?
two videos.
There are two videos. Okay.
Oh, where's video 2? What is that? Name these. What did you name me?
It said Derek does Jimmy.
Derek does Jimmy. So what am I doing?
That's the question. What are you doing back there? What'd you do?
There are no further questions, Your Honor.
And I might add that in order to correct my computer malfunction, that I had to push back the power cable and the hard drive cable in order for it to reboot.
Okay. You have any more questions for Mr. McCormack?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Chipper, you're up.
All right. Thank you for your testimony and your time this morning.
Thank you.
Walk us through some of your day-to-day, I guess, in your instruction you've been working with my client.
It's very easy. Your client has detailed instructions on how to do that, so if you would like to see those, you may enter those into evidence.
So, without going into the particulars, what's the process that we're, I guess, going through to bring him up to speed with some IT things?
To be able to replace all computer hardware, computer monitors, and at which time we also worked on hard drives and wiping hard drives and heat on a regular basis for several days, installed and removed hard drives from the computer.
So he's been working with hardware components.
That
Does
component
that include
particularly.
wires and plugging them in and unplugging
Plugging
them
them
and
in.
things like that? So how proficient, in your opinion, has Derek become in that?
I think that's for you to ask for him to determine, but seeing as how he has completed that whole box full of hard drives, I think he's probably fairly proficient.
What is that? What do you mean completed?
That's a lot of hard drive. I don't know what completed means.
He has installed those, ran nuke, and uninstalled them. Almost 90% of those in there.
Okay.
So I would say he's proficient.
Proficient in plugging these up and
Unplugging them. Maybe.
wiping them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like there's nothing on those.
Hey, don't shake them, just shake the data off of them.
Are you familiar with Georgia law that if you own a swimming pool, that you have to have a fence?
No, because I don't have a swimming pool.
Well, there is a law in Georgia that if you have a swimming pool, you also have to have a fence.
Well, you know what, then I guess probably what I ought to do is build a fence around my swimming pool.
So you might be asking yourselves, what does a swimming pool have to do with this case?
Objection, that's exactly what we're at.
Yes, I agree.
The Defense's Council's
but-
recreational activities are hardly concerned.
But I think he's trying to make a point. So
I
I'm
think
gonna
he is
let
too.
this go because this is Kangaroo Court.
Let's
and I wanna
carry
see
that
this
point
go.
right on.
Let's go.
All right.
Carry that point right on.
In Georgia, there's a law, I believe it's called the Attractive Nuisance Law, that it is the responsibility of the owner to keep
Somebody Google that.
to keep potential victims from being able to endanger themselves or otherwise invade this property because of the swimming pool, so they have to have a fence.
So are you indicating that the lack of a cover over the hard drives therefore enticed him to remove the cables from the hard drive?
I don't know.
You can't
If you were able to come to that conclusion without me saying that, then maybe that's pretty clear.
Yeah, it is. But it's also clear that he also removed the hard drive, the computer covers and stuff to sufficient enough computers to be proficient to do that, even if a cover had been there.
Okay. We recently just saw a video, right?
Yeah.
And that video, in your description, as we see, I mean, we can agree that that's Derrek walking to your computer. The video doesn't give actual evidence of what was happening at your computer. Are you familiar with screensavers?
You can't have a screensaver work if the hard drive is not connected to the device.
Well, the video doesn't display anything about a hard drive or anything else. All you see is him standing there and the screen turn off.
And the other thing that led me to the conclusion that there was somebody doing something to the computer, because as of multiple times he did not see the hard drive, and the cable was loose at the hard drive, and you had to install the cable and the power device in order to make it come up. And there are no other people present from that time to which it malfunctioned, to which time I came in, to indicate that they had that ability to remove it.
Okay. But looking at the video, all we see is Derrek standing there and then the screen turns off, correct? You believe it's something else, I don't blame you.
Objection.
You're the plaintiff.
Does my client really need to point out what we see in the video?
No, he does not.
I just would tell the jury or
Does.
whatever that it does. There are other reasons the screens can turn off. That's all I want to say. That's it.
Okay. You have any more questions for this?
Nope, we're good.
Do you want to cross? Okay. All right. Call your next witness. Mr. Hubert Finham. You have been called. Please swear him in. Tyler.
Yeah.
I didn't hear no swear at you.
That's as much as we need.
You have me on the stand?
All right.
How you doing today?
You know,
You
a
full?
little lunchy, but
Eat a
I'll be
little,
all right.
eat a little too much for lunch?
Not about.
You have a pretty good view of sitting across from Derrek, within view of Jim's cube, right? You can see the goings on for the most part.
50%.
Now, can you hear Jim and Derrek talking fairly regularly?
Pretty much.
Now, would you say that Jim, my client, is pretty tough on Derrek?
He is expecting a certain performance out of Derrek, so he makes sure that whatever is required of him is actually instilled in the way he, conducts his job.
Now, do you think sometimes he can be too tough, or expect maybe too much?
Actually, no, because if you, it's like input output. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out.
So you would see no reason in day-to-day activities as to why Derrek would have any reason to cause some harm towards Jim?
Me personally, no.
So you think that now, does your boss treat you like Jim treats Derrek?
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
That's irrelevant to this case.
Answer the
That's
question.
just a simple question.
I'm instructing the witness to answer the question.
What's the question again?
Oh, come on. Let me rephrase. Would you be comfortable in the workplace if your boss were to treat you like Jim treats Derek?
Yes.
Have we established how Jim treats Derek?
Have you been in the military?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Would you say Jim treats Derek with a sort of military-esque nature?
I've never been in the military, so I don't know.
No further questions.
You might have to take him out there and beat the hell out of him. You're up.
Did you personally witness
Well, I
Derek
South.
tampering with Jim's computer?
No.
48. Up there and go.
No further questions. No further questions. Oh wait, I do have one more question.
Oh, gosh.
I forgot. Strike that last statement. All right. You've been here for some time, correct?
I have.
How many years? How long have you
A
been
little over 2.
I'm newer. So it might be harder to relate. I don't know if this is true or not. We'll walk down this path. As you walk through Jim's work area,
Because I don't know whether it's going.
is your eye drawn to anything in particular?
No.
Are you, without looking, are you familiar or comfortable with the casing
I'll
around his
try to
computer?
avoid it as any means by any means possible.
The casing of his computer? Or what's
Objection.
What's that status?
Clearly leading to.
Yes. Please restate your question.
The Jim's computer station. What any particular details that you're familiar with that may stand out?
Not really.
Okay. That's no further questions. That's it.
You want to cross it again? You're excused. You got any more witnesses?
I'm gonna call David Gill.
Mr. Gillis. Oh, please swear in Gil, please.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, Mr. Giblin,
no, it isn't.
are you familiar with the nature of the relationship between Jim and Derek?
Which is the case?
Yes.
You come across it, you see it, and you hear it firsthand for the most part. You
Yeah.
few times a day. Would you say Jim's rough on Derek?
Yes.
Would you say Derek would have a reason to maybe cause harm towards Jim?
Maybe.
Okay. Tell me when
No
you
further
get there, let me
questions.
know. It should be the
All right,
USB
for
plug
us?
on the back of the actual device.
In your professional experience, have you ever worked with any managers or anything like that? Have maybe you could relate to the way Jim works with Derek at all?
Thank you.
Yeah.
In those situations, have you ever done like sabotaged or bad things to them? Thank you. No further questions.
One more thing. Would, in the realm of IS at APCU, would messing with someone's computer be unbelievable or out of the realm of possibility?
Oh no.
No, you don't have.
Cross examine. You can't.
Redirect? Oh, thanks, Dan.
All right. You have any more witnesses? You can only do that with your witnesses. Now you can call them back as your witness. That's up. Yeah. You have any witnesses anymore? All right. The defense rests.
All right. We would like to call Christine Fisher.
Miss Fisher. Oh, get everybody involved. Please swear her in.
Sure thing.
All right. Do you have any particular favoritism or dislikes or anything like that for my client?
No.
Can you think of anything in particular, or any reason in particular, why he may be guilty of the charges?
Why he may be guilty of the charges? I mean, Jim stated earlier that, you know, he had been working.
I don't worry about
You
Jim.
better get another lawyer because he's not helping your case.
This is for you.
No more outbursts from you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he was working with Jim to, you know, wipe hard drives and that kind of thing. So, you know, he was unplugging hard drives, plugging hard drives in, that kind of thing. So, it was in his daily job to do that.
Okay. Are you familiar that Jim's computer does not have a case?
Yes.
Don't you say it.
No further questions. No cover.
So Jim's computer doesn't have a case, correct?
Cover.
A cover.
Yes.
So that would make it easier to tamper with, in your most professional opinion.
You could say.
Do you think Jim's pretty rough on Derrek?
Some days.
Do you think Derrek would have a reason to maybe try and get back at Jim?
No.
Would you try and get back at Jim if you were Derrek?
No.
Would you be okay if you were treated that way in the workplace?
We're all treated like that.
Have you ever done anything to your boss, maybe to sabotage his workplace?
Yes.
Interesting.
No further questions.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Chris Ayers.
You can cross on that one. You might want to let her go.
Thank you.
I told my boss.
I might want to ask her a couple questions.
I painted flowers on your wall.
In the interest of time to the court, can we unanimously agree that everyone believes or agrees that Jim's computer does not have a case or cover?
You're talking on the court.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, just
You're
in
not
the
talking to
interest
them.
of
They
time.
don't matter.
Well,
They're just
whatever.
passing by.
'Cause, few good men, how they can see instead of walking everyone in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a witness you want to call?
Let me think.
There's only this many people in the room, and mostly everybody's been called.
Nope, we rest.
You rest? You're not gonna call your client?
Nope.
Thank God. All right, we're gonna.
That's a good lawyer. Real good lawyer.
Okay, we're gonna do closing arguments. Defense.
What the defense has tried to do here today is try to make my client, the plaintiff, the victim. To make out to be that he deserved it, that he earned it. And this is a common and sad and unfortunate
You
practice.
can't object on that phone.
My client is most clearly the victim of a crime, and there's been nothing done here today to disprove that. Just because he was made available and he was vulnerable doesn't mean not only did he not deserve it, but that it didn't happen.
So basically, what you're saying is, if I go to the ATM and pull out $200 in a bad neighborhood, there's an opportunity to get jumped and beat up for my $200. So in his case is open to the masses, or is it a case, or yeah, his case is open to the masses. Therefore, his doesn't matter, right? Is that what you
Maybe he should move to a better neighborhood.
Maybe. Is that what you're saying? You got to break it down for us.
I'm just saying my client has been the victim of a crime. That has been re-emphasized and proven here today, and not disproved. Whether he made it accessible or not is not important to the case.
So when those dudes broke in my house and stole the stuff out of my car, just because the garage was cracked, had nothing to do with it.
That might have had something to do with it, but that didn't make it any less of a crime.
No. Okay. I like that. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, Ginger.
Reviewing the proceedings today, there have been quite a few accusations. There have not been any real hard evidence. It's very simple and easy to disprove some of these theories. The bottom line is there's a lot of people here that mess with each other, and a lot of people who, are not new to IT, who know where the cameras are, and there's other things that could leave doubt in the mind of what actually caused these problems. Regardless of whether or not Derrek, who, quite honestly, I can vouch for him in the sense that he's very grateful for the instruction that Jim gives him and teaches him, and there's a box of hard drives here to prove that he's working hard and trying to improve his processes and understand these things. The thought that he would sabotage him is just, we find that just appalling that someone would set him up in this way. But regardless of whether or not the accusations are true or not, we say that yes, there has been a crime, but the crime is in the party of the responsible who owns the computer, who has the attractive nuisance, that as you walk by the computer, you can't help but notice that it's open, and any one of us may want to pull a wire every once in a while.
So your theory is that so what? The strippers are walking down Metropolitan Street. I should not have. What? What is it?
Well, the theory is that in Georgia law, if you have a swimming pool or other similar attractive nuisances, it is your responsibility to handle that.
So in case someone wanders in and drowns,
It's actually
not
nuisances.
no one's gonna wander into Jim's computer and drown. But they do.
They could be
It's a bit
electrocuted.
Obviously, this is not Georgia court, but we're applying those rules here or whatever. We're letting them here. So anyway, Derrek, having been trained to work with hard drives and whatnot, sees an open computer. There's another open computer. It's hard to say. What I'm saying is, it's in the party responsible to take care of their, equipment.
So are you conceding the fact that Derrek did sabotage or touch Jim's computer?
No, but we do want to add a piece of evidence.
How you add the evidence at
We'll wait for
closing?
that.
Well,
You got to call somebody to the stand first.
can I call someone to the stand?
Yes. I'll let you open the case back up. Howard's the only person you call to the stand.
All right, Howard. You're on the stand. You're on the stand. We broke
You
the,
know that.
we broke the rules.
Who gets the rules? That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Okay.
This.
Wait,
this,
wait.
What? Oh, yes, wait a minute.
I do.
This piece of paper, titled Derrek's Daily Schedule. Who supplied this paper to you?
Yeah.
Jim.
Can I see that, please?
Now, yes.
You need the evidence?
You'll see at the top, yes, as evidence. You'll see at the top there that there's some words that are scratched out. They weren't scratched out when I first received this document. So Derrek, there's words written at the top of that document. Did you write those words?
No, that's not my writing.
How do you think that those words got on that document? Do you have any suspicions of who? Let me read the words. It says 8:15, unplugged. It says unplug Jim's hard drive.
This is defense.
Oh, let's go.
Alright, this is Derrek's daily schedule. At the very top it says 8:15, unplug Jim's hard drive. And it has been scribbled out. That's right before clock in at 8:25.
All right. Obviously, it's funny to me, but this is not no laughing matter. That's why it brings us to court. So, Derrek did not write this. Jim, did you write that? No? Okay. Whether or not, it is in our belief that Jim did not write this. We'll say that. Whether or not Jim wrote it or not, what this indicates, since my client did not write this, is that there's other players in this that potentially could have also done other things. There is no evidence. There's no evidence of really what happened here. We rest.
I know who's here.
You do?
Yes, I know you do.
Alright. Derrek.
Yes.
So this is your daily schedule? You have this
Yes.
every day?
You know, if you just want to call
So would you say you follow this to the T? You do?
Yes.
So you do everything that's on this list?
It's on that list.
No matter how it's written out. So if it says 8:15, unplug Jim's hard drive. Unplug Jim's hard drive.
Yeah, it's on the list. That's my daily list. It's like the Bible.
Did you unplug Jim's hard drive on the days in question?
I don't think I did I? I did? Okay. I did.
Hold on.
Wait.
Oh, go back. Ask that question again, so he can answer it. And now, if you're gonna take that from your lawyer, you just need to know that there's consequences and repercussions if you're accepting guilt.
Can we discuss?
You don't have to. You don't have to.
You can do a sidebar if you want.
Can I do a sidebar?
Yes, do a sidebar. Let's do a sidebar.
I'm telling you, you probably should turn around and y'all both should be gone for a little bit longer. TG. See who made it back.
Good. We can do a quick case. And I'll finish both at the same time. Y'all want to go ahead and get y'all lawyers real quick. Y'all need to lawyer up. We're gonna do a twofer.
Okay.
What time is it?
All right. So we were just at. You follow this to T. You do every single one of these in order.
Yes.
So if it were to say 8:15 unplug Jim's hard drive, you would unplug Jim's hard drive.
Yes.
So did you on the days in question unplug Jim's hard drive?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Hold on. Read that court reporter back, please. What did he say? What was his statement?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right.
That's what Hubert said the other day.
But you said so. But if it were on this list, you would have done it because you said you do everything on this
I'll do
list.
it on the list. Yes.
No further questions.
You can redirect your witness.
I thank the counsel for bringing up a very important point. And you mentioned earlier that you knew whose handwriting this is. So Derrek's received this list from Jim. There's obviously been altered by another party, and Derrek admitted that he follows the list. So once again, we suggest that there's other players in the mix that are also responsible, who are responsible for whatever the accusation.
Well, that being said, you have to prove that.
Prove what?
You have to do handwriting samples. And you might
Would you have to do handwriting
You might want to call your people up there, or tell them just go to the desk.
But they could alter their handwriting.
Well, we got some stuff written already. That's what I'm saying. There's stuff out there already. They can't alter.
In the interest of time, should we?
You can name 3. Just name 3 people, and I'll pick from them 3.
Golly.
Pick 3. Only one of them right. It's up to you.
Is that our only option? Because I don't know.
That's my only option. So are you done with Derrek?
Yes.
Okay, so your issues.
Right.
You gotta pick your 3.
All right, we'll say Derrek Terrell. We'll say. Yeah, we'll say Chrisanne.
You know better. You know what Chris Ann's handwriting is.
Yeah, it's not straight. It's not straight enough.
It's not straight up to Chris A.
All right, Thea. We'll say Thea.
So out of those 3, I have to pick one.
Yes.
Okay. Derrek, you need to hand the camera to Hubert. Call him up to the stand. You need to cross him real quick, please.
Touch that button.
Oh, swear him in, Tyler.
I don't swear.
You're up.
I drive home with you every day.
So he just lied on the book.
Can you read what that says at the top, the next to 8:15 there?
8:15.
Yeah, it's scribbled out.
I can't read that. It's scribbled out.
Can you do your best for us?
Ooh, David, you got your glasses?
I can go get him if he needs them. You need him, Mike?
I don't see any of that.
You can't read that.
I can't read that, sir.
Seriously.
Can't read that.
No further question.
Oh, no, you're not done. Sit down. Gentry's up. This is going to be a good, interesting conversation on the way home.
Is this your handwriting? Underneath the scribbles?
No. I don't, is that handwriting?
Did, are you familiar with video equipment?
A little.
Did you assist Jim in presenting the evidence, or collecting the evidence and giving the videos?
Yes.
Did you suggest to Jim that you could look at the videos?
No, he asked me.
He asked you? No further questions?
You have any more? Okay. All right, you're back on the video team. All right, so finish your closing statement because I just wanted to.
Closing statement is we
have a chance to.
believe that the plaintiff had a responsibility in this, also that there could be other parties, and that we should be acquitted. That's it.
The question for the court today was whether Derrek Howard unplugged or messed with Jim's computer, or whatever it was he did. And through the course of the trial, even the defendant's lawyer seemed to accept the fact that there was no denying that.
What?
Even Bobo realized that there's no defending Derrek because he obviously did it, and it's perfectly clear, as done in the tape and in his sad little fake itinerary thing.
Okay, this is a hard court case for the. I'm going to need everybody to step into the computer room there, and I need 2 video witnesses because I need to ask 2 questions because I got some. So I want the lawyers to stay back, and I need who's my best video guy? Hell no, not Derrek. I guess I'll go with Hubert because Hubert's probably the most non-biased. I got 2 questions to ask, and then so everybody can y'all go to the bathroom or step into the computer room. But I got to get everybody out of here because I got to ask some questions.
Thank you. Where do you want me to go?
You're in. I want the lawyers to be aware of what my questions are.
Oh. We just have to go.
You gotta stay, Hubert.
Oh. Hubert's staying. This is definitely a case of the unknown. All right. Okay. So. Who's that? Andy? Andy, you got to go. You're excused. You got to go. Hurry up. Stop.
They're all in the.
Y'all can't come in here. Y'all gotta go out.
Who was that?
Oh, recall.
Oh, bring Rico. Oh, that's him. I want to see him because he owes me a damn coat. Is that James?
I mean, that.
Hey, you better. I knew it. What the hell you doing here at my coat?
I couldn't remember what you wanted.
Oh, look, it's an option. See?
No, actually, I told him it's up there.
I can't remember.
What did we write? What's up, man? How you doing?
I thought it was a root beer.
I think we said something. There was a Stewart's root beer. It's written up there. You see that?
I can remember.
It's written up there on the
I
thing.
can't remember what kind.
I will make sure it's written next time.
You won't worry about it because you're not going to win it. All right, here's my question. And y'all need to answer this question. Okay. All right, so it's 8:15, right? Derrek's coming in. Now, when he gets to that point, if he unplugs the hard drive, the computer will shut down, right?
Right.
So he's going, and then he turns the monitor off.
It's not that he's unplugging the hard drive.
So what is he doing?
Very good point.
He's disabling the power or something.
No, he's not. He turned it off with the power switch.
He turned the monitor off with the power switch. See, is that right? Okay. All right. So let's. All right. So let's go to the other video.
Well, if you unplug the monitor, it won't turn the power off of the monitor.
No, but the monitor. If I unplug the hard drive, the monitor goes black.
Yeah. There's no
So I
video.
wanted to get that on video.
Okay. So now on this one, see, he does something, and then he turns the. I don't know why he turned. He's doing something. Now, look right there. There's a jump drive right there, and there's 2 hard drive cables there, right? So if I'm going back to the before he got there, and it looks like I can't. I'm not.
But the monitor is still off.
He is doing something to the computer. Do we agree to that?
See how his hand comes across the monitor?
Right.
On the left side of his hand, you can see his hand right there. And you see his hand.
Does everybody agree that he's doing something?
He's trying to turn the monitor on, is what it looks like to me.
But see, no, because if we go back to the other video, he's turning. That's turning it off. Well, he does something first. He does something to the computer.
He did it multiple times, maybe a few times.
And then turn the computer on. Now, the question is, Jim has 2 hard drives. If he disconnected the secondary hard drive, it would not shut down the computer, but it would. Hey, look here. Don't you come back without my steward's doggone root beer.
I can't find one.
That's not my problem. That's yours. You lost.
Just go to the gas. Just get it.
I'm gonna just get you a root beer.
Whatever. So, if you disconnect the second hard drive, take it easy. So if you disconnect, I don't know which one's the second hard drive. So if I disconnect this hard drive, that second, the monitor should stay on. So he's doing something. I don't know which one. See,
And then he's unplugging the monitor because he thinks that covers his track.
Is that what you think? Is that what your statement? Are you agreeing to that? Because I'm not buying that damn story. But he's doing something over here. We do agree he's doing something over here. Then he turns the monitor off. Because the other one you see on his hand, he was. I guess he was doing. I don't know.
But Jim doesn't even use his hard drives. That's what he uses the USB drives. So
He might be in
he wouldn't even notice if his secondary drive
Is
was
there a network
off.
cable there?
No, network cable's in the back. So he would have to do that.
So like in that case, if he had done his secondary hard drive, Jim probably wouldn't even noticed because he doesn't use his hard drives for storage.
I don't know.
But see, if you notice the second video, when he noticed the monitor was off, he tried to cut it on.
Right.
Because it was already off.
Right.
So it's like he was reversing what he was trying to do the first time.
So we conclude that he
doesn't
is
know what he's doing
guilty
with the computer.
of at least
One charge.
one charge of tampering.
Yes, but Jim's guilty of
No,
an attractive
no.
nuisance.
If I leave $100, I leave my wallet on my desk all the time. That does not give you the damn right to go in my office and take my $100 out of my wallet. Does it?
It does change the level of the crime.
It's still theft.
Hubert does that all the time. Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
he's standing there. Listen.
It's no different than Hubert going back there helping himself to my oatmeal. When I said you can have it on Tuesday, but 3 Tuesdays later, he's still in there eating my damn oatmeal.
But it was like an open house.
Theft is different. Yeah.
Okay. So tampering, he did something. We agreed he did something. Turned off the monitor. First time, the second time the monitor. I don't know how he turned this damn thing off. So it was already off. He did something, and then he started trying to turn the monitor on. All right. So now I have the basis of my foundation. Thank you, Mr. Hubert,
Is the executive committee going to
All
go
right.
meet now?
Huh?
Is the executive committee
Yeah, the
going to go?
executive committee is going to write up its.
Give me a call. That's what he said. He said he got the email today on the scheduled transfer. I mean, it'd be different. So.
So how guilty is it?
You gotta wait for the judge.
Hey, Brandon, did you ask for the network restore box?
He said he didn't do anything different.
Let's hear it.
I think once he created that new.
Maybe the pink pig's in there.
I don't know. Ooh.
You didn't. Oh, yeah. Is that why we called it back?
But you know what?
I don't know.
You see the little before. Well, if he only gets it on payday Friday, every other Friday.
You ain't open that box.
Okay.
Brandon, go ahead and open that box up. We want to see what's in it.
Yeah, on video.
On video. Oh, Derrek's going to open it for us.
I would have never guessed it. Oh, you're looking. I don't. What's in there? Brandon, is the pink pig in here? You better say it now. Is it?
Open it up.
Hold on, hands back.
Oh.
Look at it. It's not in there.
Y'all recall?
That stuff.
What is that?
Is that the ISP?
Yeah. It's packed. You can't fit anything else in there.
What is
Yeah, that's packed.
Oh, I saw something pink.
Brandon said he didn't do it, and this exonerated him.
That's double jeopardy.
That's
Wait,
the answer.
wait. He said he did it.
He didn't do it,
Oh.
and that exonerates
Then
him.
light on the stand.
He said he don't know anything about it. Derrek could prove what he cares.
Is he deliberating?
I have no idea what Derrek is.
would have been good for my kids. Open this up in a pink I would have just left.
Where did the judge go?
You were happy it wasn't in there.
In his chambers.
Deliberating.
That's fine.
Oh.
You take Giggles with him? Or actually,
He's sitting on our face.
No, he's all alone deliberating with a piece of paper in hand.
Piece of paper.
For all the.
yeah, that's keeping track of who has to pay what.
There's recording all of this. Look at
It's gonna be a big fine. He's back there writing a lot.
I'm gonna take you.
You ever seen a computer that comes with the remote control?
Andy put it on. I mean, I did. He put it on this.
This is Derrek's son's laptop iPod cover, which, by the way, is recording this. Merry Christmas,
recording
Blake.
that.
Before Christmas.
I'm recording
Merry
that.
Christmas, Blake. Uh-oh.
Waiting on the plaintiff to come in.
Why would they leave?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
No, Jill's right there.
I saw HR.
He was sitting right
I
there.
saw
Right?
Melinda.
Okay.
So I don't know what the rest of them
No, it was Melinda and Lana were together.
Okay. Let's go, Jim.
Got it.
All right. After further review, I have the court was very torn on this case. It had a lot of intrigue into it. So there's, I have 4 charges for 4 different individuals. And everyone was found guilty of at least one crime.
Everyone in the room?
Well, the 4 on the middle. Okay. So I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way to the top. Mr. Terrell, you were found guilty of falsifying IS documentation. 1 count.
So what's your handwriting?
So your penalty is a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts,
With white.
and that's due by what day is he going on vacation? Well, that's Friday before he goes on vacation. No, he's going to be on vacation. Don't let him on.
That's what I'm saying. He goes on the 19th.
So whatever that, 18, 17,
So next week.
16. Those are due. I like Balkan creams, but if you go Krispy Kreme, it's either way. Tyler Smith, since you live across from the defendant or the plaintiff here, and your job is security, you have 2 counts of failure to secure Jim's PC, stating the law from Gentry of the pool law, subsection 2. You have been charged and placed with 1 liter bottle of any kind of drink that goes to the Pink Pig. That's due on the 16th also. Jim McCormack, you have been charged and found guilty of 1 open computer case, 1 count. And your penalty due December 16th is blue M&Ms or Skittles. The pool color. That's the kind we want. So they either be blue or they can be blue Skittles. I don't know if they make blue M&Ms or not. That's why they gave you the option for Skittles. Mr. Howard.
Yes.
You have been charged with tampering, 2 counts.
2 counts.
Yes, because we have 2. That's all we have is 2 videos. If we have more videos, we have more counts.
Okay, go for it.
You were charged with 1 liter, 1 that's due. But you also have to take over Tyler's leader because if I have to give somebody off. I let somebody off. So you now have 2 counts.
2 liters.
1 liter.
2 1 liters of
Whatever your choice of beverage is, due to the Pink Pig by December 16th. Now put that on your list because if it's on the list, you said you'll do it. So make sure you write it down.
I'll write it down. Hold on.
Right underneath, I'm plugging the cable.
All right, so there were some other options that I was going to charge Hubert with something because he was in the video when Derrek did have one of the tampering cases, but I couldn't prove he looked up. That's all I could. I seen his head bobbing over.
What day you said? The 16th?
Yeah, December 16th.
If he'd have looked up, he'd have been charged. Giggles was in one of the videos, but he was too far to see because I know he can't see because Jim has the protective glass here. So that is the case.
I can't
so
see it
we're
either.
rolling. Court case closed.
Okay, can I ask you a question? We had some new evidence that came up from the